dug with CTS cement. I want to talk about our OnePass. It's a multi-purpose joint compound, spackle, and wall repair compound. You can use our OnePass on interior, exterior walls, so inside, outside, damp and wet areas like bathrooms. Use it for patching, taping, and texturing. This product will stick to drywall, plaster, cement board, concrete, cinder block brick. I'd like to show you an example. Here I have some 5/8 inch drywall, and I have some exterior cement siding board. And this is 5/8 inch, and I did one layer of the OnePass 5/8. I didn't do it, just a single layer here. And remember, we cure by hydrating 99% of the mixed water. So 99% of the water I mixed is still right here. It didn't come out. Here's some pre-mixed joint compound. Could be any brand out there in the market. Pre-mixed in the buckets. I applied it 5/8 inch deep. Remember, this product here cures by evaporation. So the water comes out, and then you get shrinkage. That's why when you're taping, and the reason we gave it the name OnePass, because when you're taping the factory edge here, instead of doing multiple coats like you would with the traditional joint compounds, but again, which cure by evaporation and shrink, which is why you need to do thin layers, with our product, you can just take your large taping knife and just do one pass. So go over the factory edge, one pass. Now, and remember, you have 20 minutes to work with it. You can sand it in 45 minutes. Sand's real easy. 20 minutes after you apply it on the wall, you can get a drywall sponge, wet it, bring it out, and you can sponge me. So again, wait 20 minutes after you apply it, and then go ahead and sponge it out. If you sponge too early, you can see if it's sponging too early, it's taking up too much material. So wait a couple minutes, sponge it again, and then just rinse out the sponge. Now also, you can wet sand it. So just take your sandpaper, and again, this will be at 45 minutes, and then just go ahead and wet sand it, and then sponge it. So potentially you can sand it forever, but sand's easier the first day. So easier to sand the first day. And again, you can sand at 45 minutes, paint at 90 minutes. First step, let's prepare the wall. So remove any loose paint, any oil or grease, because remember the same rules apply for painting, apply to OnePass. If the paint's not going to stick to the wall, I'm not going to stick to the wall either. So this first patch we're going to do, we're going to use the quick patch. There's many different brands out there. It's got the mesh with the metal plate. It's nice and clean here. We remove that loose paint. Stick it on there like so. Take your putty knife. Make sure to make good contact. Start from the center and work your way out. That way you don't mess up your tape. Okay, like that. And usually when you're patching something like this, there's a little hump from the plate, so you want to go out about twice the distance. So you hide the hump. So now for mixing, we're going to go ahead and put the water in first. And then it's working time, so don't spend too much time mixing up. Just get all the lumps out, make it nice and creamy. That's a mud tray in case you like to use those, but I don't. I like to use the bucket, it's just easier. Okay, so mix it up to a nice workable consistency. We got our pan set, we got our product mix. I used 70-degree water, so I have about 20 minutes working time. I like to use a flexible putty knife. I like to work from the center outwards. Not keying it in, make sure I make good contact, force it in. Just take a safety knife and then feather it out. Which we did earlier as set up. So let me get a drywall sponge, get it wet, bring it out. This one's been about 20 minutes, so I can gently sponge away instead of sanding, just lightly. So the OnePass, since it's cement-based, you'll see when I splash water on it, you see how the water soaks in? So the water will penetrate it, so it's not a waterproofer, but you see the water's not going to hurt it. For example, this piece right here has been in this water for 3 years. This round one's been in here for 2 years. And the water, I do change it regularly. It's not the original water. So the water's not going to hurt us. We're not going to deteriorate in water. We're not going to soften up like some other patches. than other materials can do. You see this stuff here, if you put it in the water, it's going to come apart. In fact, since we cure by hydration, you can actually take some of the OnePass and drop it into water, and it'll cure underwater. So if we come back in about half an hour, that'll be hard. Let's talk about texturing OnePass. And actually, let's just talk about texturing in general. After you've done your patches, you want to wait about 45 minutes, and that's at 70 degrees. So if it's a colder day, you may want to wait a little bit longer. And there's all different products out there in the market you can use for texturing. So you can use some canned, there's all different types of canned textures out there. So about 45 minutes to an hour, you can start spraying your canned texture on top of me. Once you do that, then you follow their rules as far as paint time. Because for our product, at 90 minutes you can start painting. So if you're going to put this on top of us, you want to wait 45 minutes to an hour. Use any brand you like, and then just whatever their instructions say for painting. So if it says an hour, then an hour, because by that time our 90 minutes will be up. So also you can use the OnePass for texturing, and there's a couple of techniques out there that people have taught me. One of them is what you do is you mix up a little bit looser batch, a fresh batch of OnePass, a little bit looser, and this is called the bag and a rag technique. You get a bag, grocery store bag, and get a rag and put it inside the bag. And that's just so you have something to grab onto. And after the show, I'm selling these for $9.95 each, so if anybody needs one, let me know. Okay, so we've mixed up the OnePass a little bit loose. 45 minutes has expired on this. And this is for Knockdown. So if you have orange peel, I haven't developed a technique for that, but this is for Knockdown, which is found a lot of places. I'm just dabbing it on and making peaks. If it's larger, I'll mix it up. If it's larger, Knockdown, I'll mix it up thicker. If it's smaller, mix it up a little bit thinner. And you're trying to match the surrounding texture. At this point, we're going to wait about 10 minutes for this to set up, and then we'll come back and just wet our blade and then knock it down. And again, if you're not happy with the way it looks after you've knocked it down, you can just easily shave it up or sponge it off and then do it again. I'm doing it a little bit early now just to give you the idea. Gently knock it down. Wait another 45 minutes and then prime and paint. If you're not happy with the way it looks, you just shave it up. And again, it'll shade in 10 minutes right now. I'm getting it on too early. So once again, just to wrap up on the OnePass, remember it has the Rapid Set cement in it. It's got a finely ground aggregate, which is just another word for sand, and a polymer. So what we have is it's a sandable repair compound. You can use it indoor and outdoor. Water's not going to hurt it. It's not a waterproofer, so water will pass through it slowly, but water's not going to deteriorate it. You can go feather edge, so about 1 inch deep. 20-minute working time, and remember that time is adjustable. You can, with warmer water, it sets up faster. With colder water, slower. With ice cold water, you get about 35 minutes. With warm water, you get about 5 minutes. You can sand it in 45 minutes, paint it in 90 minutes, and again, those times are at 70 degrees. You can also drywall sponge it at 20 minutes. There's a small window of time where you can drywall sponge it. Non-shrink, so we get very little shrinkage. Mold, easy to work with. Texture with it, tape with it. Use the paper tape, use fiberglass tape. Our packaging, we have English, Spanish, pictures. Our website's on here. Our website's real easy to surf around if you need more information like MSDS sheets, spec sheets, or if you need to contact us. We'd be glad to assist you.